welcome back to part 2 of my decluttering a bunch of makeup that I'm apparently allergic to. If you catch me staring at myself in the viewfinder, it's because I love this lip very, very much, not because I am a raging narcissist. This video is the lip product version. I don't know how far I can tilt this without things coming out, but there's a lot to go through here. Turns out beeswax is in a lot of lip products. And I have a lot of lip products, so therefore I need to get rid of a lot of them. I still have more lip products than anyone needs, but yeah, I'm not feeling too hot about this. I had to take a couple days after I filmed the first half of this video, which was all of the other beauty products that I'll have to be getting rid of, because this is hard to accept, but it needs to happen. It just feels more real now that I'm filming it, though. Like, I know that I can't use them anyway. It's not like they're somehow not going to cause me an allergic reaction if I don't film this video, but something about filming this makes it feel real, makes me feel like I'm actually going to get rid of them. I don't know. You can psychoanalyze that as much as you want. Let's start with the more lip care products. I have quite a few here. So first up, we have the EOS lip balm egg thing and their standard shape lip balm. Both of these are in the scent / flavor sweet peachsicle, and this is a very it's a very artificial peach, like peach ring scent. I actually quite like it. I could see how it could be a real turnoff to some people, though. The way I really liked using this was underneath matte lipsticks. I don't think these EOS balms are great lip balms. They're not all that moisturizing, but they give enough moisture that they help make lipsticks, especially matte lipsticks, a lot more comfortable to wear. For example, the Anastasia matte lipsticks are very dry. They tug when they go on, but you put one of these underneath and they glide on a little bit better. They don't emphasize dryness as much, and this doesn't change the formula too much that it'll end up all over your face. So I did like that for that purpose, but again, I can't keep it, so it needs to go. And I actually don't know that I ever used this. Oh, that's good, because then I'll actually be able to pass this on. It's the same product, it's just in stick form rather than egg form, but yeah, I'll need to keep that separate. Okay, next up we have 2 additional lip balms. We have a Burt's Bees Bee Jolly Beeswax Lip Balm, which clearly is not going to stay with me, and this is unopened too, so that's great. Unfortunately, this basin one is open. This is in the scent Juicy Watermelon, though it doesn't look like I've ever used it. Yeah, I don't think I ever used this. Hey, great. No one in my family really wears a whole lot of makeup, but people can actually use lip balm even if they don't wear makeup, so I'm actually kind of glad that I didn't get any use out of those, because it would be so disappointing if I had to throw away, 3 lip balms that I'd used 4 or 5 times each. That would have been a huge, huge bummer. Okay, next up, one more lip balm. This is the Soft Lips Naturals in Manuka Honey. So yeah, that needs to go. And it doesn't look like I used that one either. I had a lot of backup lip balms just sitting in my bathroom that were in my little bin of shame. We've talked about the bin of shame before. It's actually a pair of bins that has backup products or products that overlap with others that I have and aren't open. So yeah, that's what 4 lip balms to pass on. Cool. Next we are going to do lip gloss. I actually don't know if this one contains honey or beeswax or not. I couldn't find these on the Bath & Body Works website anymore, and honestly, I've used so much of this. There's windowing all the way down here, and I didn't care about it enough to do a whole lot more digging or risk an allergic reaction. But this is the Bath & Body Works lip oil in the shade Candy Pink. I have used up one of these in the shade, I believe, Ballet Pink, which was a little bit lighter. These smell really good. It's a very sweet, very artificial scent, but they smell like some kind of frosting. They're enjoyable. They go on nice. They don't look great on the lips. I find that if I put on enough for it to feel moisturizing and worth having put on, it looks a little goopy, but oh well. I used a good chunk of it. I liked it. Probably wouldn't have repurchased. Not all that sad to be getting rid of it, honestly. So that's good at least. This one I'm honestly pretty bummed about. This is the Lawless Forget the Filler lip gloss, or lip plumping balm. Lip plumping line smoothing gloss. I knew it was something silly there. I have mine in a mini. This is in the shade Velvet. It looks real pink in the tube. It comes out a very, very sheer pink. This is an interesting formula. It is thick, but it's not thick in like a stringy way. It's thick in a way where it stays where you put it and you can feel it on your lips for a very long time. I found that this did have a bit of a tingle to it. I haven't heard from most other people that it stings. I found that it stung. Now that could be that I'm allergic to beeswax, which is an ingredient, or synthetic beeswax, or one of those things is an ingredient in this. Or it could be that my lips are just constantly in really bad shape, so everything kind of hurts. But I thought that this was a lot less painful than like the Too Faced lip injection. They are not on the same plane of existence even. This tingles bordering on stings that makes me want to rip parts of my face off. And this just seems so nice. I like the little frosted glass bottle, the rose gold cap. I like everything about this gloss. I thought it made my lips look pretty healthy, even though, as we've discussed, my lips are consistently a mess. But yeah, it needs to go, and I wish that I'd had more time with it. That's kind of a bummer. Oh, we really want to talk about bummers. This is a sad, sad day. You guys, I love these. This is my favorite lipstick, 999 from Dior. I guess it's not my favorite anymore, but look at that. It is so beautiful. The packaging, of course, is gorgeous. I'm actually probably going to save the packaging. I think I can pop out. Well, I can't do it now, but I'm pretty sure that you can pop out the individual lipsticks. There it is. So I'm going to keep the component. I don't know why I'm going to keep the component beyond it's pretty and I want it, but yeah, it has to go. Memories of a beautiful romance, but yeah, it needs to go. You just aren't good for me. I love you, but we aren't good for each other. That one is sad. That is such a stunning formula. It is just the right shade of red where it's very glamorous. It leans a little bit tomato-y without feeling orange. Yeah, I feel like an old Hollywood starlet every time I wear that, and I'm really sad that it's gonna go. I also quite like the nude look, which is shade 100. This is the matte formula, whereas the red was in the cream formula. Or what is it, the satin formula? Let me say that right. Satin formula. This is a peachy nude. It's pretty flattering. I found that I generally wanted to either wear a lip gloss with this or wear some lip liner or something, just because I prefer nudes that lean a little bit more pink rather than peach, just because I'm a cool-toned gal, but the lipstick is absolutely gorgeous. And this is the kind of color that I could actually see my mom or my sister getting some use out of. So hopefully it finds a good home, because it deserves one. Look at that. We're just gonna finish ripping off the Band-Aid. This also has to go. This is the Lip Fetish Sheer Color Balm in Ultra Vixen. It is this gorgeous wine shade. It's very sheer, super, super pretty. I only got to use it a few times. It makes me really sad. I hope, again, that my mom or my sister or my brother's girlfriend or someone can have this and really enjoy it, because I really enjoyed it the few times that I used it. I found it to be not super hydrating, but hydrating enough. It gave a nice amount of color, a nice amount of shine. I don't think it was the best lipstick ever, and I don't think it was the best true lip balm ever, but as a mixture of the two, it really did bring the best elements of both to the table, and it's pretty. Bye, Pat. Love ya. Let's do liquid lipsticks next. My liquid lipstick collection got pretty well decimated by this purge. The first one we have is Honey Fluff, Honey Fluff from Jason Wu. I have mine in the shade Royal, which is a little bit more of a peachy, light brown nude than I think it looks in the tube. It's actually not too dissimilar of a color to this Dior lipstick. Let me see if I can show you on the wand. Actually, yeah, it is lighter and peachier, but not ridiculously so. I thought this was totally fine. It was one of those lipsticks that is a matte liquid lipstick, but doesn't really set down. It is a lot more comfortable than the traditional ones that we all wore 5 years ago. But I don't think this is something I'm really going to miss. It's pretty, it's nice, I liked wearing it, but it's not going to be one of the most grieved casualties of this purge. Then we have the I'm Mimi Mystery Rose liquid lipstick, I believe. This is another one that I was having a hard time finding information on, so it was another one that I just didn't honestly care that much. Pretty similar formula actually to the Jason Wu. I do like this color a little bit more. It's more of a bright pink, but still has some sheerness to it. You can definitely blot out your lip line if you're more interested in getting that K-beauty look, which this is a K-beauty brand, so that makes sense. I like the packaging on this. I wish that more Western brands would do this really slim style of packaging, because it feels so wasteful to look at this piece of packaging and this piece of packaging and know that realistically they probably have pretty similar amounts of product in them. I'm not a huge liquid lipstick fan, so these really didn't hurt that much to get rid of. This one I was actually going to be getting rid of anyway. I had put this Lip Bar lipstick in the shade, I think it's Boss Lady. Yes. in my chopping block project, and this stains. This stains so quickly and stains so badly, and it's a very, very liquid lipstick. Like, it's very low viscosity. I found that it traveled outside my lip line very, very quickly, and then because it's stained, once it traveled outside your lip line at all, game over. Just such a mess. Yeah. The packaging on this is super cool. I really like this lattice work proportion, but it just isn't, I think, a great liquid lipstick, and I'm allergic to it. So, final nail in the coffin there. This one I am actually pretty sad about. This is Antwerp. It is one of the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. I've liked the Soft Matte Lip Creams for probably 10 years at this point. And this was a shade that I always wanted when I was in college. But, you know, I was a poor college student, and even though this was a $5 lipstick, I couldn't really justify to myself a $5 lipstick that I didn't absolutely know was going to work out for me. But it is this bright, bold, slightly coral pink. Very fun. I only got to wear this a couple of times, but I really enjoyed it the times that I did. These soft matte lip creams, if you get a lighter toned color, are gorgeous. The deeper ones are patchy, but in the lighter shades, so think pinks or lighter people nudes, they're gorgeous. And yeah, I'm really bummed that I'm gonna have to get rid of this. And I think it's pretty much the entire line of these soft matte lip creams that has beeswax in them. So I guess this is goodbye. That's sad. I don't like this video. But it needs to happen, because if I don't put it to film, I might want to squirrel some of these away. Not to use, just to have, and that's very, very silly. So, let's keep on trucking. Next up, this is the last liquid lipstick, I think, unless I have missed one, which is always a possibility. This is from ColourPop, and it is their Fresh Kiss Lip Creme in Calming Circle. This is from their second Hocus Pocus collab, so not the one with the second Hocus Pocus movie, but the one they did in 2021. And here is what it looks like. Again, it's actually pretty similar to the Jason Wu one. I would say that this one is a little bit deeper and a little bit more brown, whereas this one is a little bit lighter and a little more peachy, but I definitely didn't need both. But this is another one that I only got probably a handful of uses out of, but I think this was probably up there with my favorites of my liquid lipsticks. Yeah, I think this was probably my favorite. It's a really pretty color. I tend to really like ColourPop's lip products. I don't think that too many of them are like exceptional, but I found them to be consistently pretty nice. This is not the one that I was thinking of. It's smelling really nice, but the smell on this one's not unpleasant. It's just not the one that smells like buttercream frosting that I was thinking of. But yep, this was a good liquid lipstick. I enjoyed it. I would recommend these Fresh Kiss lip cremes. I like the brush on these, or the applicator. It's not a brush. It is a foam applicator, but it is a really nice size. It's a little bit smaller, has an angled tip, really does allow you to trace out your Cupid's bow nicely. Let's get all the ColourPop out of the way. Next up are the lippy sticks. I have 4 here. I think these are my only 4. Yes. So, I went for some deeper shades. I have a couple of browns here, sort of a deep burgundy shade, and then Coyote Ugly, which from the cap looks like it's going to be reddish and kind of is, but it's a very reddish brown. So let's talk through these. Oh Behave is the first. This is a very deep chocolatey brown. This is another lipstick that I only wore a couple of times, but it was a lipstick that I purchased intending to wear a few times a year, and I really enjoyed it for the looks that I purchased it for. This was from that like giraffe collection that they had, and I thought it was a beautiful, beautiful shade. Next up, from the same collection, we have Brat Pack. This is a little bit of a lighter brown, and I wore this one several times. I think it's very, very pretty. I really like the lippy sticks. I have had several of them over the years. I panned probably like 5 or 6 lippy sticks when I was in college. I especially love Frida. Frida is probably one of like 3 or 4 lipsticks that I've panned twice, and I would still repurchase it if it was available. It is gorgeous. Well, I guess I wouldn't now because I would be allergic to it. If they reformulated without the beeswax, I would be right there ready to repurchase Frida, and I would love every minute of it, I'm sure. Next we have Coyote Ugly. I like the packaging for whatever this collection was. I think this is the Sandstone collection, maybe. This had a little bit more red, but I found it still pulled pretty brown on my lips. It was definitely a reddish nude. Very pretty. I've always liked the scent on the lippy sticks. It's a vanilla scent, but I don't know what I like particularly about it, but I think it's probably just a little bit of nostalgia, but I love the scent of these lippy sticks. But that one will need to go. And then finally we have 1000%. This is probably the one that I've used the most of. It is a very deep burgundy red shade. Super pretty. I wore this a lot last fall, and I felt that it looked pretty vampy on me, but in a fun, sort of witchy way. It was still pretty approachable, and I was working from home exclusively at that time, so I felt like I had a little bit more leeway in what I could wear makeup-wise on an everyday basis. But I think that I still could have worn this particular shade to work. Really, really pretty. I love the lippy sticks. I'm gonna be really sad that I can't buy those anymore. And then the last set, I hope, of ColourPop products is another formula that I'm really going to miss. These are the glowing lips. I bought these back in April, I think. I think I bought these right around my birthday. I bought the shades Get Right, which is a red, and Museum Date, yes, which is sort of a terracotta brown shade. Again, these smell actually kind of weird. I like the scent of them, but I was about to say that they smell like vanilla Play-Doh, and that's accurate, but I kind of like it. I don't know. Feel free to judge. Anyway, these are a really nice formula. They are hydrating. They're a little bit on the sheer side, but they still pack quite a bit of color punch. It's like there are sheer versions of pretty bright colors, which I think is pretty fun. They look nice. They feel nice going on. I love the thinner format lipsticks. That is definitely a trend that I have seen in my preferences. I really like these smaller format because I think they allow me a little bit more control. And I know this is not important, but I really like the little stars that they have in their packaging. I tend to like star prints. Who'd have guessed? Next we have 2 ABH mini lipsticks. These are their mini matte lipsticks in Dead Roses, which I was trying to pan this year, and I guess my panning journey with this is over. And then I also have Vita, which is a red. Vita I never really use that much. I just have a ton of red lipsticks and don't wear red all that often, though I do really like a good red. These are very, very dry. I would not recommend these lipsticks. They tug. I felt like I needed to wear a lip balm underneath them just to be comfortable. No, these are not where it's at. I do appreciate that ABH actually made nice packaging for their minis though. So many brands make absolutely garbage packaging for mini lipsticks, and I'm glad that ABH didn't go that route. Another pair of mini lipsticks, these are from Melt, and these are such a bummer. I really enjoyed these. These are the Ultra Matte Lipstick in Pink Heels, which I'm going to really miss. This is such a pretty shade. Isn't that just cute? And then I also had the shade Dark Room, which is a purple. These smell so good, and they're just adorable. I actually think I might keep Pink Heels just to have because it's like a little baby lipstick. It's so stinking cute. I don't know why I love it so much, but it's like a child. I have misplaced all of my maternal instincts onto this lipstick. I love it. It's going to go in a box, which is not what you do with babies, but I love it. It's not going in the trash. Moving on from that, this next lipstick is from Tarte. It is Bare Bud. It's one of their Buttery Glide and Glow lipsticks. Glide and Glow Buttery lipsticks. Really close on that name. And it was a peachy light nude. This had a little bit too much of a white base in it for my liking. I understand that certain shades, especially like really, really poppy, like hot pinks, need to have some of that white base in them. But I don't think this needed quite as much as it had. I found that this tended to grab on to dry patches on my lips and just bring out that white even more. But when my lips were in good shape, this was really, really pretty. I don't think it would be a super universally flattering shade. I mean, it is a very light peachy nude, but I liked it. I thought it was pretty. I thought the formula on this was nice. I had another shade in a strawberry red, and I loved that. I panned it. I'm glad I did pan it because it would be really disappointing if I had to get rid of it now. But yeah, pretty lipstick, cute packaging. Wish that more brands did this cardboard packaging, but it needs to go. I just rolled the EOS lip balm all over. Okay. Looks like I have 4 more to go. We have a lip liner from e.l.f. I didn't get a ton of use out of this. It is in the shade Plum. It is a teardrop shaped lip liner that I'm doing a terrible job of showing, but you know, it was a lip liner. I used it a handful of times. It did what it needed to do. All right then. Next, we have 2 Sephora lip products. I think these are the only lip products that I currently have from Sephora collection. I've had some of their mini liquid lipsticks in the past and quite liked them. And actually, like the day before I found out about my allergy, I ordered 2 more from Sephora collection. They're lip balms. So those were on clearance. I don't know if I can return them. If I can't, and honestly, even if I can, because they were really inexpensive and I'm not sure it's worth the gas money to drive to my nearest Sephora, which is about half an hour away, they might be going in people's stockings, so Merry Christmas. Anyway, here are the melting lip clicks. I have mine in these shades Peach Sorbet, which I was actually trying to pan, and creme brulee, which is brown. These are one of those lip gloss lipstick hybrids where you click from the bottom, the product rises up, and then it applies sort of like a pretty pigmented lip gloss. They're fine. I liked these. I didn't love them. I'm really disappointed that I didn't get to finish panning this peach one though. I assumed when I bought these that these would go really quickly because I find that if you can't see how much product is in a tube, often it seems that companies will put very little in, but I've used this like 30 odd times. 30 odd times means 30 some days of wear, not I applied this 30 times, so there's actually a decent amount of product in here. I wish I could have found out how long it would take to actually pan one, but I guess that's not going to happen. And then this last lip product is so sad. I just bought this maybe a month ago. This is from Ciate, and it is something. I don't know. It is, the label is impossible to read on the bottom, but I quite liked this. This was a hot coral matte lipstick. I thought it was so pretty the one time that I got to wear it. You can still kind of see the little bow embossing that Ciate puts on their products because, again, I got to wear this exactly once. I'm really hoping that someone gets this and enjoys it because it is beautiful and I miss it already. I liked that one a lot. I'm really sad about some of these. I would say that of my 5 favorite lipsticks, probably 4 of them are in this video. So I guess my top 5 is about to change a lot. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I did not enjoy this video. I hope that it was interesting though. Thank you again. Please let me know if you have any good recommendations for especially lip balms and mascaras that don't contain beeswax or synthetic beeswax, because I'm struggling a little bit in that category or those categories. Thanks again. Please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed today's video, and I hope I'll see you all next time. Bye.